Yan, I want to already introduce our speaker to provide us the opening remarks. So ito po she is our 2.1 lead sales director. So kung ang branch, kabilang kayo sa branch ng Agit, China Jade, Eslia, ano pa ba, Miss Marian? Fortress Peak, ano pa ba?
Topaz, Alabaster Quartz.
Ayan. So siya po ang inyong sales director. Ayan. Hindi Miss Leonida. Hindi po siya ang sales director nyo. Ayan. So with that po, I would like to welcome to give us an opening remarks. Let us give a virtual clap for Miss Marian Sebastian. Good morning, Miss Marian.
Good morning, Sab. Good morning, everyone. I will share my screen na. Sab, ano na lang kung naka-share na ha. Medyo na-trauma ako kanina. Okay. Nakikita
yes,
na ba, Sab?
Po. Yes po.
Akala ko hindi ko mapapakita tong slide na to dahil to share with you, my dear rookies and sophomores. Kanina we had our senior managers meeting, and during the meeting nawala ako sa eksena. Nag-crash ang aking laptop, so akala ko hindi ko mape-present tong aking presentation sa inyo. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, my dear rookies and sophomore, for to our February RSVP, the Rookie and Sophomore Virtual Powwow, no? Actually, kanina nakita ko meron tayong 45%, tama ba? 45% na returnee. Kumbaga, second time na dito, no, sa ating virtual powwow, and I'm very happy that you were able to attend again, no, the RSVP. Alam niyo po, ako as your sales director, one of my favorite initiative of Metro Manila DOS is actually the RSVP, no? So kung kayo po bago kayo dito, I suggest that you continue to attend this RSVP program every month, because I appreciate the value, no, the impact na naiiwan nito sa ating mga agents, especially to our rookies and sophomore, kasi these are purely skills building, no? Nandito yung time para matuto kayo in terms of how you will be activated, no? Ang aming aim is to make yourself productive, no, dito po sa ating business. So this is the reason why isa to sa favorite talaga ko na initiative. So I hope you continue to attend. Hindi lang po ito yung first time. If you continue to attend, because we prepare, no, si Sab, our activation and productivity officer, talagang pinaghahandaan po niyan every now and then ang kanyang RSVP for each and every one. So continue to attend our RSVP, or our Rookie and Sophomore Virtual Powwow Monthly. Okay, so for today's for this afternoon meeting, ang subject po natin is topping the young professional market, no? Ang sakit lang, hindi na ako young professional. Nakita ko kanina ang daming mga 90s, no, na mga agents. So these are actually our young professional, our young agents of Pro Life UK. So today's session is all about topping the young professional market. So today you will learn how to top the young professional market and how you can achieve success, no? Kasi we invited a very reliable speaker, our 2020 Rookie of the Year. He is also a millennial himself, no? And marami talaga po siyang masashare sa inyo later. So sino ba yung mga young professionals, right? So these are millennials. Bakit po ba natin kailangan ma-top, no? Why do we need to learn how to top the young professional market? Did you know, my dear friends, that in 2019, the estimated number of employed person in the Philippines were approximately 41.4 million Filipinos? Okay, so alam ko mga nasa 109 million yata ang ating population, but only 41.4 million are employed, no? And 35 million of which are Filipino millennials who are ready, sabi nga, who are ready to shake and reshape the country's economic landscape. Okay, imagine, out of the 41.4, 35 million po pala of which are Filipino millennials. So malaki na talaga ang capture ng ating young professionals sa market. So if we are really want to top the market for our business here in ProLife UK, and the largest segment of the market is millennials, we really need to know sino ba tong mga millennials, no? What are this young professional segment? Emerging millennial market. Most businesses, sabi nga po, must learn how to better market their brand, no? How to better market their brands to these young consumers whose behaviors and ideas are drastically different from previous generations. Iba na po talaga ang behaviors, ang ideals ng mga young professionals po natin, or we know na these are millennial segments of the market. So sabi po, we must learn how to better market our brands, no, to these young consumers. So sino po ba sila? What are the qualities of this emerging millennial market? I will not go through the all of these qualities because I know we have a speaker later who can really give the insight. But just to share with you, one of the qualities of our emerging millennial market is, number one, they value authenticity, no? So if they value authenticity, hard selling daw of your brands and product is just about the best way to lose a millennial customer. So hindi po talaga pwede, no? Most of the marami po tayong millennial agents dito, no? So hindi po pwede ang hard sell. They avoid brands that scream how great an item is or how a product is such a steal. Millennials want to make the purchasing decision themselves, and they want authenticity from brands. Okay, brand authenticity simply means that the brand knows your consumers, their needs, and how to get the message across. So yun daw po ang they value authenticity. They want to be rewarded for their loyalty. The older generations are loyal to brands for the sake of loyalty, but these young professionals or the millennials want to make sure that the brands they are loyal are also loyal to them, no? So 80% daw po ng millennials subscribe to loyalty programs, and 55% some kind reward card would keep them engaged with the brand, no? So meron po yung mga reward cards. Mahilig po talaga ang ating mga young professional market with that kind, no? So they want to be rewarded for their loyalty. They favor word of mouth recommendation, no? Millennials don't merely rely on ads and copies. They trust reviews from friends, family, and even strangers before ordering food or visiting restaurant. Di ba, meron nga po silang mga tinitignan, no? Meron kapag for food and restaurant, they look for the review dun sa mga Zomato, ganyan ba yun? No? And if they want to plan trips, they will browse TripAdvisor, no? So those are the qualities, no? Brand must take steps to build a good reputation through relevant user-generated content. So they favor word of mouth recommendation. Kaya marami nga rin po tayong mga influencers, no? Yung mga influencers, bloggers, they are tech savvy. Millennials spend 5 to 10 hours a day consuming numerous online content, and that's a modest estimate. As digital natives, they are highly mobile generation who rely on technology to help them perform their jobs better. So brands should invest in taking their business digital, whether through social media, a mobile app, or an e-commerce website. So tayo po dito sa ProLife UK, no, we were able to adapt din dun sa digitalization. That's why we have our Pro1, our Pulse, because we want to make sure that our young professional would also consider our brand because of we are also prepared dun sa ating pong digital channel. They are socially conscious. When a brand makes, sabi nga po, it is important that the brands and stores they purchase from are doing some good for the local community. So meron din po silang social responsibility, no? Brands should be very careful about the values they espouse, especially since millennials are an entirely new breed when it comes to advocacy and social justice. They carefully consider prices. According to Goldman Sachs, 57% of millennials compare prices in store. But that doesn't mean they won't consider buying more expensive goods, no? So your brand can be a pricier option, and millennials will make the purchase as long as they are confident in the quality of products. So they carefully consider prices. They love good content. So millennials like witty and thought-provoking content. They are just as likely to share a branded post as they are to share a photo from a friend. They just have to find it in a story they can relate to or even simply find funny. And they have a selective attention span, no? Ang millennials talagang kailangan mabilis lang talaga yung kanilang attention span, no? Actually, they had increased. However, they become more selective in the content they pay attention to. And lastly, they go at their own pace, no? Millennials live by their own terms. They solve problems and make decisions through process they made for themselves and don't like anything that hinders their creativity. So those are the qualities of our emerging millennial market. And as we all know, the large percentage of our professionals are millennials, so it is really better for us to understand and learn their qualities so that we will be able to tap them well, no? So with that, during the time po no nung 2020, mapa millennial man yan, mapa Gen X man yan, or kung baby boomers man, we all know that even with our young professionals, buying insurance has gone from discretionary to necessary. So for our young professional market, insurance is also necessary, no? Nakita na nila because of the 2020 pandemic, they were able to realize how important buying insurance is. And I would like to borrow no the message of our sector head this morning. Sabi nga niya, nirelate niya, no? Di ba meron tayong AC, BC, and DC. Alam niyo po yan, before Christ, after Christ, di ba may ganyan po tayo. Dito po sa Pro-Life UK and with after the pandemic no in 2020, meron din po tayong ganyan. BC stands for before COVID. DC stands for during COVID. And AC stands for after COVID. No? So ngayon po, my dear agents, no, my dear rookies and sophomores, now we are at after COVID na. No? We were able to experience the pre-quarantine period, yung time na normal pa ang lahat, yung during COVID natin last 2020 na talagang we are all challenged, and now after COVID na, no, we were able to adapt to the new normal. We were able to have a lot of initiatives, programs, so that we will be able to continue our business in Pro-Life UK. And so with that, we need to reset the mental tone of our business this 2021. Kaya po meron po tayong mga ganitong initiative, no? We would like to give you a lot of learning programs so that you were able to reset the mental tone of our business for 2021. Sabi nga po, the narrative to not use COVID as an excuse to underperform our plans. For 2021, kaya po marami po tayong ganitong mga initiative because we want you to be skilled enough, no? Marami po kayong matutunan so that COVID will no longer an excuse to underperform your aspirations and plans for 2021. Hindi na naman po talaga, no? Marami na po tayong ways, no, na pwede nating gawin for us to perform well in 2021, to elevate our performance in 2021. We now have the playbook on how to operate during COVID, no? Marami na lahat po ng business system natin, like this one, the Rookie Sophomore Virtual Powwow. This is actually a face-to-face meeting before, nung hindi pa nagkakaroon ng COVID. Pero now we were able to execute the business system in terms of productivity and activation through virtual. So we were able to change our business system into virtual business system, and we now know how to operate, no, because we have the playbook of our system. We have the one for our productivity. We can sell even at the comfort of our home. No, we know how to run our system very well. So this is the best time for us, no, to make sure that the mindset should be entirely growth-centric, no? Tapos na po yung time na ginagamit natin yung ating yung pandemic para mag-underperform tayo, no? As agent or whatever you are aspiring for, no, last year. But now the mindset should be entirely growth-centric, because whether hindi po dito sa insurance business or whatever business you are into, marami na po talagang ways of how are we going to do things differently and how we are going to perform magnificently, no, in 2021. So let us reset the mental tone for business now that we are after COVID na, no? So therefore mindset should be entirely growth-centric. For our team this February, it's a fearless February, no? Wala tayo dapat pinakhinatatakutan, no? Right? Even COVID, because it can never ruin our performance. Sabi nga, no, hindi na po yan magiging hindrance para hindi tayo mag-perform this 2021. So let us gain momentum this month. My dear friends, my dear rookies and sophomore, 1 month has passed already. Tapos na yung January, no? Yung ating kalendaryo, no? 12 months ang ating pong kalendaryo. Isang buwan na po yung natapos. This second one should already be the start of great things ahead. I know you would all agree with me that the first quarter of the year is very important for you to start strong, no? Nakikita niyo po yung aking background, no, si Super Mario, no? Para tayong nasa Super Mario land when we're in, dapat nandoon na po, mayroon tayong a great start of the year, no? A great quarter one. And tapos na yung isang buwan, natapos na yung January. Kung hindi pa kayo nakapag-gain ng momentum, no, this is the best time for you, month of February, to gain that momentum and have a very strong start for quarter one. Be deliberate in monitoring your progress in pursuing your respective overarching goals for 2021. Ako lagi ko po sinasabi to sa mga leaders din po natin, no? Kasi at the start of the year, actually, nung December, nagde-declare na tayo, ano ba yung ating mga overarching goal for 2021? What will we do differently, no? Next year, nito na po yun, ng 2021 na. Now is the best time for us to be deliberate in monitoring our progress, no? Let's pursue our overarching goal. Kung ang ating overarching goal is MDRT, let's say MDRT, you divide it into 12 and check regularly, deliberately, if you are on track on that overarching goal for 2021. Ano po yan negosyo po natin ito, no? At the same time, ang ating pong performance is our own responsibility, right? So we need to make sure that for this year, 2021, we will be deliberate in monitoring our progress. Adopt and involve yourself in the future-ready programs and initiatives that will help you grow your business this year. Kung ako po ang nasa katayuan po ninyo, no, talagang sasamantalahin ko lahat ng mga future-ready programs and initiative that our sector, our company is giving to all of us. Why? Because for 2021, for you to elevate your business, you really need to be future-ready, no? Dapat lahat po ng mga tungkol sa digital platform, lahat po ng tungkol sa mga initiative na makakatulong po sa inyo to elevate your business, you need to adapt and involve on those programs and initiatives. And lastly, maximize and make the most of February drivers and those ending by March and June. Okay, sabi nga po, ang first, for you to be able to have a very good 2021, you need to make sure that you have a very good or very strong first half of the year, no? So let us maximize the most of the February drivers. Ano ba yung mga February drivers natin? That's the incentives, no? The recognition programs and incentives that would keep you motivated and inspired, no? So what are those? Hindi ko na po yan masyadong i-discuss, but just to give you an idea, these are the February incentives. No, we have our catch up for Life Club and Life Club Pro, the double credit for Japan, no, yung ating first trimester trip, the Japan incentives, ProHealth Prime and ProLife Your Term, that double credit po yan for this month. So for those na, let's say, ang inyo pong license is traditional license, you can sell, no, ProHealth Prime and ProLife Your Term and maximize the double credit for our Japan foreign trip for first trimester trip of ProLife UK. The fast forward production, this is the gadgets that is available to our top performer per sector. We will also raffling one gadget iPhone 12, no, iPhone 12 for the seller with 500,000 APE, no? So for month of Feb, kapag nakapag-deliver po kayo ng 500,000 APE, you will be able to have a chance dun sa ating iPhone gadget raffle promo for Feb. Quarter 1, we have the money machine, no? So this is actually one of the best incentive for our agents, no? Because this will give you as much as 45,000 bonus if you were able to deliver 12 or more cases in 1 month. We have the MDRT PCA convention. And of course, for our first half recognition, we have our 25th anniversary commemorative coin medal and the Media Achievers Club Contenders recognition. Dito po, pinupush po natin that during the first half of the year, talagang achievers na po kayo. What do you mean by achievers? No? Nandoon na po kayo sa level ng National Achievers Club, which is 750,000 EPE. So those are the recognition and incentive drivers that will help you, no? That will also, for me, I know that, I believe that it will also motivate and keep you inspired to do more this first half of 2021. Okay, so with that, my dear rookie and sophomores, ito lang po in closing, I would like to continue to encourage you not to give up. Don't lose the passion and drive that motivate you to start your business in Peru. Always go back to your biggest why, no? The biggest why, you want to be successful in ProLife UK, you want to be successful in your business here in Peru. Always go back to that biggest why because that will give you the motivation, the passion, and the drive to be successful in 2021. Change your mindset, no? A positive, flexible mindset will help you take on the other things you can do to save your business, improve your well-being, and increase your confidence. Sabi nga po, di ba, lagi po yan nagsisimula sa tamang mindset. And I hope it will always be a positive mindset. If you have the winning mindset, I'm sure your 2021 will be a winning year for each and everyone. Begin with the end in mind, no? Begin each goals with a clear vision of your desired direction and destination. If you want to elevate your business in 2021, if you want to become successful, if you want to become MDRT, ilagay niyo na po kaagad yan, no? Nandoon na yung picture ng success. Alam niyo na po kung saan kayo matatapos. Alam niyo na po kung ano yung inyong end, no? Doon sa inyo pong aspiration for 2021. Ilagay niyo na po yan, i-picture niyo na po siya. And of course, continue to upgrade your skill. Learn new skill that can help you execute your goals as well as increase your ability. Okay? Attend as much as virtual powwow, no? Attend as much as RSVP. Wala pong mawawala po sa inyo dito, no? In other companies, if you want to have a training, no? Kailangan nyo pang magbayad minsan, no? But here in ProLife UK, available yan every month. So I highly recommend that you upgrade your skill monthly, no? Available po, free for everyone. Make sure attend as much as RSVP session care of our Metro Manila DOS family, no? So continue to upgrade your skills. So with that, I hope you will learn a lot from today's session, and let's make sure that we will be having a very fruitful and productive February. Thank you so much. God bless, and back to you, Miss Sab.
Thank you very much, Miss Marian. Ayan, palakpakan po natin. Let's give a virtual clap for Miss Marian. Sabi daw po niya, favorite daw po niya RSVP. May kape po siya sa akin. Joke. Thank you very much, Miss Marian. I hope no yung mga audience po natin dito sobrang maging monthly habit niyo na po ang RSVP natin because talagang you know you'll surely learn some skills and sobrang ganda ng mga insights ni Miss Marian. Talagang medyo inano na niya yung mga qualities ng mga young professionals. So at least no, I hope you have already took that in mind. No, so para if ever you have millennial clients or young professionals na clients, no, alam niyo na kung ano yung parang personality nila or how you're gonna treat them. Ayan. Thank you very much, Miss Marian, for that inspiring no message. Thank you very much po, Miss Miss Dada. Thank you po, Miss Marian. Ayan. Okay, so before I start, no, before I start introducing our speaker, sobrang excited na din ako, guys, no? But before that, no, I want to just give you a quick intro, no? If you have attended our RSVP, ang plan po talaga, ang nilatag ko na curriculum for us, no, is that to discover, to introduce to you the different markets that we can tap, no? So that you can find your niche market, no? Bakit kailangan natin malaman yung niche market natin? Kasi just to give you an idea, no, si Sanjay, no, if you're familiar with Sanjay Tolani, I'm sure, no, ang sabi daw niya, when you do prospecting, dapat daw hindi kayo, parang kumbaga parang tumatarget lang sa kung saan. Kailangan dapat you find your niche market so that you would know how to deal with them. Ganyan, kumbaga you will gain the confidence of when you tap them, when you talk to them and such, no? So ngayon we in Pro, we have identified 5 no markets, no. We have our Gen Z, we have our millennial or yung young professional natin, high net worth, OFW and yung corporate natin. So for those na mga nag-umattend ng RSVP natin, no, we have already tackled corporate. So I hope you are already doing no yung mga tips na binigay sa atin ng mga speakers natin last month. So now, no, we are already going to tap, no, or we're going to know how to tap our millennial or yung young professional market natin. So bakit millennial, no? Because I research no sa ating I research na yung age range na yan din yung age range ng mga young professionals natin, no? So na-mention na din ni Miss Marian yan, why do you want to tap millennials or yung young professional market? Because 1/3 of the population are composed of millennials, no? So you don't need to kumbaga parang saan ko ba kukunin to, because they're everywhere, no? You have a lot of leads, no, that you can tap, no, here in Peru, no? And 41 point, sabi nga ni Miss Marian kanina, no, 41.5 million Filipinos are employees. So talagang they have the means to get a plan for you, and they are the ones who need the protection the most, no? Talagang very important or very timely or saktong-sakto yung plans natin sa kanila because sila yung mga breadwinners, sila yung income earners, and all the more reason for them to get a plan for us kasi kailangan nila, kasi sila yung nag-earn ng income eh. So yun, para ma-secure yung dreams nila and yung goals nila for their family. And now, also, no, why do you also want to tap the millennial? Just to give you an idea, yung lives count natin, no, ito yung new lives natin last month, no, apparently 56 of our new lives or yung mga clients natin are millennials, no? So talagang all the more reason for you to tap them because talagang they're the ones who see the importance of our plans, see the importance of insurance and protection. Ayan, so yun. So all the more reason for you to be inspired to tap them. So yan. So Sab, sige, marunong naintindihan ko na importance in tapping the young professional market. So how do I do it? So ngayon, no, I'm very, very excited, and I hope pati si Patrick excited na din, no, to introduce our speaker who will be teaching us, no, how to tap the young professional market and how to achieve your goals, no, through case count. So before that, I want to introduce him. Ayan, so ito lang naman po ang kanyang credentials, no. So he is a former college professor and corporate leader. No, he was coded 2019 last November. No, in 2019, he is also an MDRT qualifying member. No, in 2019, he was a qualifier ng National Achievers, Rookie High Flyers, Core Producers. Ayan. So, and no, in 2020, he qualified for 6 trips. No, in 6 destinations: China, Indonesia, Thailand, Australia, Switzerland, Jordan. No, amazing, right? And in 2020, no, he qualified for Admiral level investment Best Among Equals, Pro Service Mark, Century Club, and became the top 3 agent in terms of NAP nationwide, no, and top agent in terms of new lives. And ito, para ma-excite kayo, no, sa mga rookies natin, no, na possible to because he is our 2020 Rookie of the Year, no, and our top case counter having secured 200 plus lives in a year and naman. Ang galing, tama, no, Edu, no, sobrang galing. And with that, no, without further ado, I would like to introduce and to welcome our Assistant Unit Manager from Fortress Peak Branch. Ayan, sa mga taga Fortress Peak, mag-ingay, no? So with that, let's welcome our 2020 Rookie of the Year, Mr. Mikko Rodriguez. Hi, Mikko!
Hi, Sab. Hello, everyone. Thank
Hello.
you so much. Thank you so much. Just to share with you, yan, nawalan ako ng connection kanina, so nakikabit lang ako sa kapitbahay namin. Anyway, thank you so much, Dos. Wow, sobrang ganda ng presentation ni SD. Parang wala na akong i-discuss. I would do my best to add some value today, so you guys won't just survive, no, but be successful and really thrive in this business. Okay, so I was tasked to talk about the young market. So sige, let me now share my screen. So yeah, hindi naman kayo distracted. You just only see one screen, tama ba?
Yes, one screen lang.
Okay. All right, perfect. So yeah, I'm so excited today as well. So eto na, let's start. Okay, let me just close this. All right. Okay. So nabanggit naman kanina, no, ni ST at ni okay, ayan, wait lang. Medyo may magulo. Okay. Sige. So nabanggit kanina ni ST, no, at ni Zab, no, yung importance ng pag-reach out sa young professionals, no. And let me share with you ito namang statistics na nakita natin, no? According to this, no, according to PwC in 2020, no, there was a research that estimated that at least half of the global workforce, will come from the millennial generation. So these are the guys who are now in their 20s and 30s. So it's very clear that ignoring them as clients, no, or customers, and assuming that yung basic marketing tactics that we use, no, to learn, no, will be fine, no, is actually a death wish. No, kaya nga it's so amazing lang that the company is equipping us with the necessary knowledge, no, and skills to really reach out, no, to this market, you know, because it's not, you know, something na yung typical lang na approaches, no, yung mag-work sa kanila. And some of the things that work for me, ito naman yung ibabahagi ko ngayong araw. It's important to also take note, no, doon naman sa kung i-contextualize naman natin yung mga numero na to. No, according to itong data na to ay noong October pa 2050, no. According dito sa survey that there are over 42 million Filipinos, you know, aged from 15 years and above, who are already part of the labor force. So that's what, half, no, almost half of the population na nag-work in 2015 ay coming na from this generation. No? So ibig sabihin lang yan na eventually, you know, they would dominate the labor force. No? So they have the capacity naman to get these products that we offer. So in the Philippines, Filipino millennials and Gen Z make up 1/3 of the country's total population. You know? So nakita natin na talagang iba yung role na ginagampanan no ng sector na to, no, because they are occupying a significant part of the workforce already, no. And they are not just, big in numbers, they are shaping the direction of the economy, no. Talagang mapagpasya, no, yung grupo na ito. They are in their peak career years, no. Siyempre iba yung level ng enthusiasm, no, yung excitement talaga nila. So they are really occupying a significant part, no. They are not just mere employees, but they are increasingly becoming leaders, no. Kaya nga yung question ni Beyonce, no, na who run the world, ano bang sagot dito? kung bibigyan ulit siguro ng chance, no, si Beyonce na ulitin yung kanta niya, no, ang sasabihin niya siguro ay hindi na girls. Well, basically marami namang girls na millennials, but millennials, no, would definitely run the world, no. So they are going to dominate and really run the world. They are decision makers. They are game changers, no. And let me share with you ano yung naging contribution ng mga young professionals na to sa nabanggit naman na recognition kanina, no, ni Zap. No? So I was coded November 14, 2019, and I decided to go full-time January 15, 2020. Noong 2019, my performance, no, from November 14 to December 21, I was able to produce 27 cases with 790,000 now. No, come 2020, last year, I was able to produce 13.3 million with a total of 171 cases. So I was averaging 14 to 51 cases in a month. There was a month where I was able to produce almost 29. It was last December, 29 cases. So I got now a total of 220 cases as of February 10, 2021. So that's a total of 1 year and 2 months, in this business. Now, if we're going to analyze the numbers, ito yun. The average age of those clients that I have, so nakikita nyo dyan, 32 years old. Ang pinakabata kong kliyente ay 20 years old. So if you're going to use the definition na yung Gen Z millennials, yung kaninang age bracket na pinakita, 182 clients out of 220 are Gen Zs and millennials, and 150 plus out of 171 cases last year were actually done, or I was able to close it via Zoom. So kasi meron pa akong 18 cases around 20 noong January, siguro mga nasa 30 cases before the pandemic, so kaya majority talaga na ginawa natin sa Zoom. So lahat sila ng mga clients ko are really Gen Zs and millennials. At yung mga interesting to take to note, na yung mga matatanda naman dito are actually their parents, their titos. Meron lang siguro mga matatanda akong nabentahan na kakilala ko. Pero yung malaking count din dito, nanggaling din sa Gen Z. So sila rin yung nakatulong sa akin maka-reach out doon sa mga may edad. So makikita nyo yung numbers na to, I actually encourage you guys to log in to Prism, you download the statistics that you could use, to analyze, ano ba yung mga clients ko, ano ba yung mga work nila, so you have that visual, so you understand saan ba talaga ako successful. So it's going to be easier for you to really calibrate, ano ba yung atake, ano ba yung dapat mong gawin, Now, laban ba tayo sa ganitong performance, this year? Kanina hinahamon tayo ni Zab, at ni SD, sabi daw step up the game. So if you are up for the challenge, iba raw kasi yung nagagawa ng declaration. Can you guys please type in fight? Diba? And i-declare natin na lahat ng magsasabi ng fight, capital, lahat, would not just be qualifying to one seat but multiple seats, ano natin yan, iba yung gusto mo sa gustong-gusto talaga, right? So iba yung dapat nagigil, and we have to really create that vibe, na posible. Hindi naman ako si Superman, sabi nga ni Zab kanina doon, Kung kaya nyo, definitely. Lalo pa kung you guys have big networks, no? Nabanggit naman kanina ni Zab, no? I was, a professor. So ang mga kliyente ko, mga naunang mga estudyante ko, no? Hindi naman ako nagturo sa mayayamang mga maliliit na state universities, no? And I became an associate sa BPO, no? So in terms of yung market na meron ako, it's really limited, no? But I was able to, I guess, use the resources that I have, no? Use it as my springboard, no, to achieve, these milestones, no. So now the question is, no, dahil laban na laban naman tayo at maliwanag naman sa atin kung sino tong gusto nating itap, no. At yung numbers ko kanina parang ang dami, pero sobrang liit pa lang neto sa dami pa ng mga Gen Zs. Kanina pinakita ko naman yung statistics, no. Sa workforce natin, we occupy half. So ibig sabihin, hindi pa tayo nauubusan ng market. No, napakarami pa. No, now the question is, where are they kaya? No, nasaan naman kaya itong mga millennials na to? Itong mga young professionals na to. No, can you guys type in your answers? Saan kaya sila? Saan kaya natin sila matatagpuan? Yan, okay. DTO, alright. LinkedIn, okay. IG, alright. Everywhere, definitely, no. Facebook, social media, no, they are online. No. Ito yung generation na they cannot live without internet, I guess. No? If not all, no, most of those guys belonging to this generation, tayo yun, no. Can you imagine a day na walang internet? No? Pagmulat mo pa lang o bago ka matulog, no? Ibang klase, no? Iba yung activity natin online. No? So they are online. And the good news, alam naman natin to, that yung remote selling is going to be permanent. No? This made it easier for us to reach out to them. So we know that they are online. Itong mga young professionals na to are really literate, no, sa mga digital tools, no. And insurance commission allows us, no, to do this business online, right? So you could conduct financial planning anytime. No, you don't need to go to those BPO companies, no, or sa mga offices, no, because you could have it online, no. You could do it online. You can conduct financial planning anytime, no. At sabi nga dun sa inatinan ko ring training, no, kasi noong nagkaroon ng pandemic, no, because we were really paralyzed, no, hindi natin alam yung gagawin natin. So instead of just doing nothing, no, nag full time na ako noon eh. Wala na akong choice kundi hirap pa magtrabaho, no? Maghanap ng trabaho in case na magpapalit ako ng career, no, kasi nagko-close din naman yung maraming mga work, no. I just attended couple of trainings, and yung ilan nga doon sa mga natutunan ko sa mga trainings na to is something that I would share with you, no, kasi sobrang nakatulong siya sa akin. Sabi doon sa isa sa mga training, hindi sinabi ko saan attributed tong statistics na to, pero I think this is really the reality, no. 85% of financial advisors use social media for business, no. 80% of the social advisors gain new clients directly to social media use. And 85% also said that social media shortened the selling cycle. Do you guys agree? Ano yung social media really help us to, gain more clients. No? It also helps us to be efficient, no? To have a shorter version of presentation. Minsan nga, kaya mo na mag-close chat pa lang eh. You just have to take a picture kasi it's a requirement. Pero kung pwedeng chat-chat lang, makakabenta ka na. Diba? Iba yung naging tulong ng social media. And that's something that we want to understand and decode. Ano ba talaga yung pwede nating gawin? Kasi kung feeling mo hindi to totoo, probably there's something wrong with the way you use social media, no? And since we now understand that these are Gen Zs, these are millennials, no? At nandirito dyan sa social media. Now, the question is, ano naman ang klase ng conversation, no, sa mga tao na, no? Eh, for all generation, and sinasabi nga nila, di ba? Nakita ko nga ito online, sabi, for all generation, we say for the future. For millennials, they say for Friday. They live in the present time. No? They live in the present time. So yun yung challenge naman. No, given this behavior sa culture ng consumerism, no, ng YOLO, no, this is, yung generation that they really, kumbaga, napansin niyo ano yung mga usual na mabenta sa mga millennials, no, yung mga millennials dito. Na isasama ba talaga sa plano yung As in, is it, ngayon alam ko mga financial advisors kayo kasi maliwanag na sa inyo yung goal setting, no? Pero yung bago kayo pumasok sa business na to, ano ba? Kasama ba talaga sa plano yung bibili ako ng bahay? Meron ba kayong ganong vision talaga? Di ba? Napansin niyo anong patok before tayo pumunta dito? Di ba Airbnb? Di na yan or rent. Di ba? Yung pagbili ng sasakyan parang pwede naman mag-grab. No? Staycation. Di ba? Pwede naman mag-grab. No? Nandun tayo sa hindi kailangan permanent. No? Hindi kailangan hindi siya pangangailangan. No? So medyo mabilis, no? Sabi nga, this is an instant generation. Gusto natin yung instant. Gusto natin yung nagmamadali. Gusto natin yung bagay na natatapos kaka. Then we can change it, di ba? So, ito yung klase ng behavior, no, na meron. And this is something that we want to understand further. No? Ano pwede natin gawin dito? How can we position, no, the conversation na kailangan niya ng insurance, no? Kailangan niya ng savings, no? Kasi for them it's corny, no? So we have to make sure that the way we present our offer is something that they would, really give time, no, to comprehend, no, to really understand. Ano bang yung mga pinagsasabi natin? But we have first to, again, talagang give emphasis that lalo na sa Philippines, we are the world leader in social media. Sabi nga doon sa 2019 data ng We Are Social, alam niyo sabi, 76 million, no, Filipinos are social media users. Can you imagine that? Dami nun. No, kung kanina may nakita kayo, wow, 200 cases. Ano yung 200 cases sa 76 million na social media users? No? 10 hours average time spent online daily. How long do you present? Gaano kayo katagal nagpe-present? 1 hour? 30 minutes? They spent 10 hours online. Diba? And yung median age, no, ay 25 years old. No? So pinapakita lang talaga dito that social media is so powerful. No, yung pagtatap natin sa young professionals, hindi mo siya po pwedeng pag-usapan nang hindi natin ini-involve yung discussion about social media use. It's part of the equation if you want to better understand this market. Kaya nga, sa sobrang powerful ng social media, anong meron? Anong usually kapag may mga issue, ano yung napapansin natin? Kapag kunyari, may isang pumutok na national issue, economic issue, anong nakikita ninyo sa online? Nakikita niyo ang mga it's trending because of, well, of course, measures. Well, because we're so opinionated, no? But at sinasabayan to ng mga online trolls, no? Mga trolls, no? The social media, no, has not changed the business, no, but the entire language of communication, no. Kaya nga yung mga masasamang tao, hindi na natin babanggitin kung sino yung mga masasamang tao na to. May mga masasamang balak. They're hiring online trolls. Fake news are everywhere. Minsan malilito ko na nga, totoo ba na namatay na sa ganito? Ang bilis mag-trend. No? It's twisting the reality. No? They can influence the election, di ba? Issue yan sa iba't ibang mga bansa, but we're not going to talk about this. My point is, iba yung power ng social media. No? If we are going to really use it as our weapon, it could really, it could really help you, in this business. Kasi they are online. At yun ang pag-uusapan ngayon online. Kasi ang daling i-cross-check. Like if you're gonna post something, nag-post ka something, that's something that they can cross-check easily. Totoo ba si Pulay? No? Totoo ba to? Like, nag-i-exist ba talaga tong kumpanya na to? Yung pagdududa mo na baka magsara, usually nai-encounter mo na lang yan sa mga medyo conservative eh. No? But kaya ang daming nasa scam pa rin, ang dami pa rin mga napapower, no? Well, nothing wrong about it, pero ang sinasabi ko lang, iba yung pagtanggap ng marami, no? Once it has been posted online, no, may established na somehow, no, credibility yung nagpo-post, no, pinaniniwalaan siya easily. So, what's my first tip, no, strategy that I got, from, those trainings that I had and experience na ginawa natin, no, last year is number 1, actually, strategy number 0, you understand your company's social media policy. If we're talking about social media, ay wag natin kakalimutan dyan si Pro. Mamaya post ka ng post, ayan, na-memo ka, nawalan ka pa ng lisensya, o ano nangyari sa'yo. They have to understand, ano ba yung social media policy na yan? Napakakukulit ninyo, sabi na nga wag sasabihin na si Spring ay fund manager ng ayoko na sabihin kasi maraming nandito pa ata si SD tsaka si Isa, madaming taga-HO. Wala akong sinasabi directly or indirectly. I wanna clear my name. So ang ibig ko lang sabihin, ang daming mga guidelines, no, sa social media, ang daming mga idea or not idea, mga tips na sinasabi nila. So you have to read and make sure, understand your company's policy. Ano ba talaga yung policy natin pagdating sa social media? Ano yung mga po pwedeng i-post, ano yung mga hindi po pwedeng i-post. No? Kung meron kang gustong dyan, di ba may process naman. I remember when I was doing my onboarding as a rookie. No? Kung meron kang parang pangmalakasan mong gustong official infographic ni Pro, you could ask clearance from compliance. No? And you could participate in, in any training. Ito nga, nagko-conduct tayo ng, parang it was last night, no? Last night ba yun? Yesterday when we had our discussion about how to have a viral approach yata, no? I was attending kasi yung isang forum sa isang agency leader. So napakaraming ways. So you could participate, no? So posting online is not like you just post it, no? Kailangan medyo tayo aware. Not medyo, no? You have to be knowledgeable. Ano yung mga bawal at hindi pwede? Mamaya tayo dyan, mapektusan tayo dyan ng HO. Next, siyempre, di ba? Social media can be your best ally or your greatest enemy, ba? Di ba? Kaya nga, you have to be careful what you post kasi it's going to be there forever. Iba yung ebidensya online, no? Once mag-post ka yan, may take ng screenshot yan, wala na. Hindi na mabubura yan. No? Paano mo gagawin yan? Kaya nga, di ba? May mga nasirang career, no? Because of social media. So you have to be careful talaga. Kaya nga nung may nagtanong sa akin, sabi niya gusto kong pumasok sa Pro, but when bago ko itong recruit, tinignan ko yung profile ng Facebook niya, I asked, ilalaban mo ba yung negosyo na to using your current Facebook profile or you're going to create another one? No? Kasi based doon sa parang hindi naging maganda yung na-build niyang image na bigla ka mag-uusap ng retirement savings, no? So parang parang awkward naman, no? At hindi siya consistent doon sa na-create mo ng presence, no? Yung na create mo ng impression online. So you have to make sure na alam mo yun. No? Ano ba talaga yung mga pinagbabawal? Siguro yun yung number 1, no? Or number 0, no? And the number 1 strategy would be or identify your target audience. Sinabi naman to kanina, no? Diba? Nagbigay pa ng example si Zach. No? Ano ba yung niche market mo? No? It's okay na, syempre naman, no? Of course, gusto natin makatap ng ganito, makatap ng ganyan, no? Pero, can you really sell sa ano na to? I mean, can you really, do you have the capability to sell something? Diba? Because you cannot target everyone. Yes, you could sell everyone kasi yung produkto naman natin ay applicable. Like yung paa na ibinenta ko sa isang teacher ay nakita nung isa, ang iba ang positioning, pare naman. So it changes depending on the conversation. So you cannot target everyone, but you cannot, but you can sell to everyone. So meaning, you have to make sure na sino ba talaga yung focus, no? Because targeting your audience, you cannot really have everybody. No? Kaya ako, I started doon sa niche market ko, mga teachers, PPO workers, kasi I know their language, I know their struggles, no? Alam ko yung pinagdadaanan nila. So kapag nag-usap kami about it, I could use real life examples na nag-work sa akin, no? At something that they can consider because I used to be in their shoes, di ba? So you have to better understand, no? Kasi kung gusto ko nito, gusto ko niyan, walang mangyayari kasi it's not a blind approach, eh. Di ba? Hindi po pwede talaga lahat, eh. So you have to siguro start. Like if you want to really reach out to a lot of, ito nga, itong mga kliyente ko na to, nagsimula lang ako dun sa talagang meron ako, eh. Sabi lang nung unang nag-invite sa akin sa Pro, you just keep 20 clients and let that 20 clients grow. Develop your current market. Ayun yung nangyari. Because this 20 clients eventually grow to 30, to 40, to 50. Diba? Yung market mo muna. Kailangan i-recognize mo kung ano yung market mo. Diba? So you will be able to target them. Ano yung language na gusto mong, na pwede mong gamitin. Diba? So you have to consider ano yung mga bagay niyo. Age, no? Papato ka ba sa mga ganitong edad? No? Diba? Ano yung age na you could easily relate to? Yung mga interest nila. No? Ano yung mga interest ng mga tao na to? Diba? Yung pag ini-invite ako, kapag sabi, anong pwedeng gawin, let's say, pag mag-reach ka sa cold market, you join group. No? Ako, ginawa ko yun. Kasi before I joined Pro, I was already doing stock market trading. Hindi naman big time, maliitan lang. No? So I joined a lot of stock market groups, no? Baka magkasama na tayo dun sa mga Facebook groups na yun. And I interact, with those guys, asking about, positioning this and that. Kasi alam ko yung alam ko yung bagay na yun. So I have to, kasi babasahin yun. Instead of just liking, a funny meme or tingin ka lang ng tingin sa Facebook mo kung wala naman nagbabago sa profile, paulit-ulit ka lang ng tingin doon. You look for, this kind of discussion, look forward na makipag-usap ka and have that engagement. Stage of life, no? Ano ka na ba? Kaya mo ba makarelate sa nagbibigay ng career, no? Yung mga nasa work na to na pag-give up na. Yung mga stage ng buhay la, pamamshi ka na ba, no? Gusto mo na bang so maging magulang, di ba? Yung profession mo before, you join this group because, di ba, mas madaling makarelate, no? And they can easily trust you. Doon ka magsimula, no? May magsasabi sa akin, gusto ko kasing mag-reach out sa marami ng kliyente. Huwag mo munang intindihin yun. Intindihin mo muna yung, ubos mo na ba yung current market mo. Diba? Yung madali mong maintindihan. Diba? Kasi, sino dito, nag-approach na, sabi ng UM, sabi ng BM, punta ka online, maghanap ka ng 50 taong humihinga. No? Tapos, message mo sila. Nagawa nyo na ba yun na basta mag-message siya sa 50? Meron bang bumalik? Meron ba tayong nabentahan doon sa 50 na yun? So, probably meron, napakaliit lang ng chance. No? So you have to make sure na, di ba, yung time na nilalagi natin online is really something that is going to help you, in your business. Diba? So join this group, have that kind of discussion. Ito, wala ni isa. Diba? Parang, ni wala man lang na-view, wala man lang wala ako na-convert. Pero ano sino naman na-convert mo? Yung dati mong katrabaho. that yung co-teacher o yung ano mo, yung kaklase mo, doon ka muna talaga magsimula. Kasi wala talaga. I mean, do you expect na bigla ka nag-post tapos or earn something na ano? So simulan mo doon talaga sa makaka-relate ka. Strategy number 2, you have to choose your platform. Saan ba talaga nag-work sa'yo? Diba? TikTok ba? No? Facebook ba? Instagram ba? Eh, sanay ka lang sa Facebook. Pwede ka naman mag-try no, sa TikTok. Pero wag mong iwanan kagad yung Facebook kasi yun lang ang trending TikTok. So you have to, of course, understand no, paano yung nag-work. No? And make sure na yung nag-work talaga sa'yo no, is something talaga na you don't leave easily. No? You have to start with one specific platform first. Hindi po pwede na nag-Facebook ka na, nag-TikTok ka pa, o saan na yung concentration mo? Well, depende. If you are really good in, doing this a lot of tasks at the same time, really, God bless you. Pero kung nahihirapan ka, huwag mong pilitin. Choose one platform first and you be expert no, doon sa bagay na yun. And then eventually you experiment. No? Nagsimula ka na mag-TikTok, nagsimula ka na pumasok sa Instagram, di ba? And then, of course, no, syempre, kung ka nagsimula sa kakaya mo, you're going to be excellent. And go back to your target audience. Di ba? So these are some of the cheat sheets that I want to share with you. No? So ito, pag Facebook, yan. Di ba? Nakita ninyo, nandiyan yung mga pros at saka yung mga cons. Di ba? Of course, sobrang daming users talaga sa Facebook. Di ba? So sa Twitter naman, yung limitation no ng conversation diyan, 'di ba? Pero may mahaba na rin, pwede ka rin mag-thread, no? Pwede ka rin yung mga tweets mo magkakakonekta. Instagram is primarily about sharing photos, 'di ba? Or short video. So nakikita nyo dito, ano yung kaibahan ng mga social media platforms na yan, no? So saan ka ba? So Twitter is something that you could, ayan, yung mga access mo, yung mga celebrity. Di ba? Pwede ka dyan makipag-usap kung gusto mo talaga silang kausapin kasi nandun sila sa Instagram. Sa Facebook, most likely, hindi ka papansin kasi napakarami nila. So you can easily have that kind of conversation. Diba? You could easily reply no, sa isang celebrity. Madali naman sila ma-identify sa Twitter. Build that kind of thing. Kaya siguro ito rin yung mga nag-work. Sabi ko, ang gagaling ng iba mag-recruit. Parang nakakakuha sila ng mga stars no, sa digital world. So probably, they know how to really use, this platform. No? Paano sila makapunta doon, di ba? Kailangan ba may close ka doon? Hindi naman siguro, no? Siguro you could start building a relationship online, no? By knowing ano yung talagang use, no, ng mga social media platform na to, right? So meron pang Pinterest, di ba? You could try to use Pinterest, no? Ito, syempre, wala ka na mahanap na kliyente dyan, but you could use this as your source ng ideas. No? Ano ba yung pwede kong i-post about insurance, no? About retirement, about savings? Yung mga nagtatanong sa akin, Mikko, ba yung mga friends ko sa Facebook, saan mo kinukuha yung mga content? Well, I actually, just reading something, get that inspiration, no? Going to Pinterest, no? So nakikita mo ang daming mga idea do that you could use, no, to gain that insight, no? Okay po, pwede pala to, di ba? So you could get this inspiration online din, no? Pero yung social interaction wala, it's really more on the for your personal use, no, to interact with this target audience, no? Google Plus, sa LinkedIn, di ba? Ayan. Sa LinkedIn, you could really identify kung sinong gusto mong kausapin. Diba? I attended this MDRT training it was I think March or January, February, March ba yun? April or May. Noon sabi nga, LinkedIn is the door to high network clients. Bakit? Kasi pag tinay mo CEO, makikita mo rin lahat ng CEO. Pero ang tanong lang doon, are they going to interact with you? No? Baka i-block ka pa. But you have to make sure na establish first. Siguro you could start following them. Yung success rate ko sa LinkedIn, maliit. Medyo maliit. Siguro nasa out of sabihin natin 10 approaches, 1. Mga ganyan, 1 to 2. So ang talagang bumuhay. Can you imagine, no? If you're closing 15, 20 cases a month, and most of it, like, syempre, yung mga long-term yan, hindi naman kaya nilang mag-ili. No? So let's say 30 to 45% commission. And then you get 3,000 pesos per case. No? So sobrang laki niya. Kaya nga yung money machine, last year, yung talaga yung iba yung bumuhay sa akin talaga yung money machine na yun. So, strategy number 3 is you personalize your brand. Sino ka ba talaga? Diba? You have to build your brand, no? Because branding builds credibility and reflects quality and trust, no? And this branding, of course, builds loyalty. It provides repeat sale, no? Kaya ako kahit na less than 1 year, and it was October when Proof Service Mark, do you know what, di ba yung mga bago, no? So mga rupee, Proof Service Mark, yun yung resell, no? You get an award if you would be doing resell, 15 resales, no? Ang requirement, ayun nga, 15 resales, no record of like you got escalated, and then you have at least 15 in year 1, year tenure. Nung November pa lang, nakaano na ako 20 plus na resales na. Pero hindi ako qualified. Bakit? Kasi yung tenure ko, na-qualify lang ako noong December na. So what I'm trying to say is, nakatulong din sa akin yung branding na ginawa ko, no? Yung hindi lang siya, kumbaga hindi ito yung like hindi sila magkakakilala yung 170 cases na yun. Madami ako mga family accounts. Like, na-close ko muna si breadwinner, and then after 3 months, 4, 5 months, naka-close ko na yung tatay, yung nanay, ganyan. So ano siya? Siyempre, kapag walang work yung isa, so siyempre siya yung policy. So, doon nangyayari yun. So yung repeat sale, no, yung paulit-ulit na yan, yung upsell na yan, of course, nasa establish mo na yan sa branding mo, di ba? And of course, branding sets you apart. Di ba? Paano mo binabrand yung sarili mo talaga? Di ba? It would help you to stand out from the crowd. So it's so important that you establish branding. Na may mga nagsasabi na hindi ako mag-post online kasi, you know, hindi naman ako MDRT. Di ba? Eh ano naman na yun? Di ba? Paano magiging MDRT kung mahihiya? Kaya talaga magiging MDRT niya. So you have to really establish yourself online, di ba? Na para maintindihan nila, okay. No, ano pala talaga siya? I mean, consistent, kahit na sabihin mo kahit yung andaling ma-qualify sa Life Club Pro, di ba? Sum assured at saka case count lang, at least, di ka 0 month, makakuha ka na ng star sa isang quarter. So you have, kahit yun, di ba? You have to make sure that you establish that brand. At yung, of course, yung social media ninyo is something na pag chinek nila, syempre madaling i-cross-check, lahat niyo, pinu-cross-check na dahil sa dami ng fake news. Mamaya nangangatfish ka pa pala. Di pala ikaw yan. So, you have to make sure na pag chinek nila yung profile picture, yung social media mo, makikita nila, totoo pala talaga to. And you know, he's serious about the business. Ako talaga, I decided to use my Facebook for business purpose. Kaya sinasabi nila, Mikko, bakit yung Facebook mo? It's like na-proof. Because this is really for business. Like yung personal ko, it's the real life na. Like everything on social media now for me is business. Ganun ko siya nakikita. So if I want to go back to social media as me not being associated with anybody, gagawa lang siguro ako. Pero yung existing na Facebook ko ngayon, yung social media presence ko would really talk about my business. Yun na siya. I transformed this into my tindahan. No? So my personal life is happening paunti-unti na lang. Kaya mas marami yung negosyo dito kaysa personal life because this is really my tindahan. No? This is really my tindahan. So as you can see, yung mga bio ng ilan, wala namang kaso sa akin. No? Pero yung mga nagpapasabi na, pa-critic naman ako ng ganito or pa-mentor ako sa ganito, ang sinasuggest ko talaga, yung bio mo, gawin mo siyang about your mission. Not about yung mga awards. Ako lang naman to, kung depende yun sa diskarte nyo. Like kunyari, tinignan nila yung award mo dito sa bio, sabi mo ano ka, NAC, in-abbreviate mo pa. Ano naman yun? Ano alam ng mga kliyente doon? Sino ba yung sinasabihan mo ng mensahe na yun? Kapwa mo financial advisor. Anong pakialam ng ibang financial advisor doon? Di ba? Dapat yung Facebook mo is, your message to your client. Diba? Not to your co-advisor. Kasi, ano silbi nun sa ibang advisor? NEC rin sila. Di ba? Parang, well, of course, but don't get me wrong, I understand. Of course, lahat ng mga recognitions natin, pinaghirapan natin yan, and something that you guys really deserve at sobrang pinapalakpakan yan. Pero my suggestion is you could probably have it na lang as your, ang tawag dito, yung mga featured photo, di ba? Or a cover photo. No, pero yung bio, for me, very ako dyan. It's really, lahat na nagtatanong sa akin, isa lang sinasabi ko, make it your cause. It's like limited sentence na magsasabi anong gusto mong gawin. Like as you can see, sinabi ko dito, trusted by 200 plus fam. Bakla kasi parang brand ng gamot. 200 families, for their future, on a mission to make every Filipino healthier and wealthier. So something like that. So you can think of your own catchphrase na parang easily understandable sa kanila. At yung, ito, I'm also using this, di ba? I'm building my reputation dito sa platform na to, di ba? Para makapag-interact din ako sa, kasi this is a professional social media. Lahat nandiyan dyan nag-work. Dito sa Facebook, may makikita ka pa dyan nag-work sa puso mo at sa graph. So, mix talaga ng mga tao dito, But here, professional siya. Pero, right now, based on my experience, hindi siya masyadong mataas yung success rate niya. So, if you're talking about social media, it has a voice, Ano naman yung voice mo? You have to, You have first to identify, ito nga, sa tong activity, na inatinang ko, pag-create ng social media brand voice, so you have to identify first ano yung character, yung persona mo. Identify mo siya, yung social media presence mo ba, gusto mo friendly, or warm, inspiring, playful? Diba, nag-work playful yung kay Marites as redefining Filipino. Gano'n, nabibuild niya yung gano'ng klase ng persona eh. Di ba? Authoritative ka ba? Yung may pa-command? Or yung medyo professorial? Medyo academic? Yung klase ng conversation mo? Yung statistics ka ba? And then, after you identify your character, now, let's have your tone. Di ba? Personal, tapos, you have to make sure na ano ba yung gusto mong tone, humble ba yung tunog, you are direct, di ba? You are clinical, or scientific, and then yung language, so is it complex, simple, jargon filled, whimsical, serious, insider, and then your purpose. Do you want to engage, educate, entertain? So you choose one. Ano bang klase ng, choose one from that character, that tone, that language that you want to use in your purpose. Siguro dun kasi madali mong maintindihan, madali mong magamit. So, yeah. And, of course, di ba? You educate, you empower, and you entertain. So, Siyempre, yung educate mo, you focus on providing, pag sinabi mong you educate, you focus on providing important information to your clients. You have to really add value, empower them, you inspire your audience to take actions and take control, Ano yung mga usual na posts about you empower them, kung paanong, let's say, yung nangyari, like, yung mga claims, and it's something na it gives, them yung feeling na pwede palang pag napunta ako sa sitwasyon na yun, hindi ako mamblema sa pera because I have something to back on. You entertain, you create fun content for your audience. medyo mahirap to sa akin. So, hindi ko kaya yung ganong level. Ang nag-work talaga. Kaya kailangan alam mo kung ano talaga yung nag-work sa'yo. Di ba? And you engage, no? Kaya usually, kahit sabi mo, parang dami naman yung benta. Kung mapapansin mo naman yung Facebook ko, yung yung main ko, yung pag pumunta ka sa newsfeed ko, madalang ka naman makakita ng exact quote. Napakadalang. Like, kunyari, 1, 2, 3, 4, or seldom ako nagpo-post ng monthly ng merong quote. No? Usually, it's really about empowering them, telling them what needs to be done. No? It's not yung like literal na, kailangan mong bilhin to. No? It's all about my clients. Let's say, if I was able to close a case no, sa isang kliyente ganito, I talk about the story of that client, no? Ano yung kagandahan ng bakit niya ginawa yun, So basically, medyo about to educate and empower yung linya ko. So here are some guidelines, no? Sabi dito, ano ba talaga yung usual na nagwo-work, no? So kung makikita nyo naman, if it's brief, if it's, short, 54% it's gonna work. Entertaining, 53%. Funny, ayan, fresh, unique, informative, and relevant. And of course, yung number 5, you have to connect, and engage, build genuine connection with your followers. Reply to comments, acknowledge them. Kahit na, alam mo, may mga nagko-comment sa akin na, sir, permit to post, and then pa-repost po nito. Meron nagsabi sa akin sa akong kaibigan, kailangan mag-reply ka pa dun. That's intentional. No? Pag nagre-reply ako, minsan di ko nalang reply pag sobrang ng dami. Pero why do I respond? Because, number 1, I want to inspire that user, that financial advisor, remind him dun sa mission natin. At the same time, sa audience ko na we work. Like, we are in this community where we help each other, na maraming may ganong klaseng interest. It's also, sa ano naman niya, sa technical side naman niya, lalabas naman siya, yung algorithm niya, lalabas naman siya sa Facebook. So, intentional. So, win-win. So, marami siyang na-address. Not just, I just want to respond. It's talagang deliberate siya because ganun yung naitutulong niya, na impression sa audience. So, you have to be ready for this. Why? Because the game is tougher this time. Do you agree that the game is tougher this time? Kaya nga, ang daming mga efforts, ang daming mga activities natin. Kasi hindi magiging madali. Hindi magiging madali yung laban na to. Bakit? Kasi hindi lang naman si Pro ang gumagawa ng mga bagay na to. Hindi lang naman si Pro. Ang dami-daming mga insurance companies din dyan. May mga social media initiatives. No? So it's tougher this time. Now, while it's easier, because you can do it anytime, it's tougher because the competition is really there. Damang-damang mo na rin siya. But in a way, nilevel yung playing field. No? Kasi lahat may access. No? Nandudun lahat. No? But again, sabi nga, the question is, how do you stand out? Paano ka magiging iba? Baka nagiging echo ka lang. No? Baka nagiging, ka lang. Hindi ka nakikita ng marami. You don't stand out. How can you be the chosen one? And this makes our sales content very, very critical. The way we post and we communicate with our clients, yung objective dapat natin in doing this should be clear and should be in a concise manner. Sabi nga natin, this is an instant generation. Short, simple, sweet, no? Because it's going to help us to win that battle online, no? So we have to be creative, no? Minsan hindi na nga binabasing sobrang haba, madalang na lang din yun. No? Yung infographics, no? Canva is there, picture chart is there, so ang daming mga ways, no? You explore. While there are guys out there who are generous enough to lend you copies of this, you have to also invest in yourself, learning these things, no? Equipping yourself with that proper knowledge and skills for you to be successful. So I myself create my own infographics. No? I'm creating my own content. I'm spending hours. No? Kaya minsan nasasad lang ako na nag-post ako online tapos so okay lang naman sa akin magpahirap ng content. Alam naman yun ng mga kilala sa akin. Pero nag-post ako online tapos hinahapi lahat pati yung hashtag, May hindi man lang nilike yung post ko. Grabe. Yeah. Wala na, kahit di na sa akin i-attribute yung credit, kahit doon na. Pero, if we're going to, get something, di ba? Okay lang naman. I mean, we are in this business that we share, these resources. Pero make sure lang naman na, naman tayo. May gano'n naman tayo ng thank you ng onte para ma-encourage ulit na gawa. Pero, yung CTT ko muna, lahat na, hindi mo man lang nilike. Diba? Tulungan tayo dito. Kasi kung lalike mo yun, lalike ko rin yun sa'yo. Mag-like kan tayo. Diba? Diba? So there. So mahalaga yun. No? At saka, sobrang nakakatuwa. Okay lang din naman yung, don't get me wrong. Mamaya sabihin ako, damot naman ni Sir. Hindi, okay lang ha. Okay lang sa akin. If you guys find some of my contents na makakatulong sa inyo, go. Laban. No? Gamitin nyo. Kahit di nyo na ako itag doon. Wala na akong dyan. Wala na akong, di ko na siya concern. Pero, like nyo naman yung content ko para naman makita ng tao na nagkatulungan tayo. Alright. So, it's really difficult, no? So, it's so important na kailangan talaga creative talaga tayo. Pag-post ko my day, pag-post ko sa wall ko, story, no, about this client, blah, blah, blah. Pero kapag ang post ko ay, my day, naman ang my day ko? Yan na, bentahan na yan. Labanan na yan, no? Labanan na yan, no? Paano labanan? Nandiyan na ako nagpo-post ng code, dyan na ako naglalagay ng mga emotional, kumbaga yan na yung ko. Yan na yung ko talaga, pang-convince ko sa kanila, no? Meron na ako ditong push talaga sa kanila. Kasi yung yung post ko, pang-pull ko talaga, no? Pero dito pang push ko na talaga, nabilin na nila, no, yung produkto. Do you have any idea ilan yung mga usual na nag-review sa My Day? Kayo ba? Kayo? Ilan yung mga usual na nag-review sa inyo sa My Day? Like nagpo-post kayo ng My Day. Sige nga, can you guys type in your answer? 100 plus. Okay. 1K. May 1K si Sir. Okay. Fairness, ha? So 300 plus, good, no? Why is that? Kung meron kang ganung level na 3-digit, no, 500, basically, ang dami ng at sana yung ganung karami, hindi sa puro financial advisor, no? So why am I saying this? Kasi kapag may My Day ka naman, this is deliberate. This is intentional na My Day mo. So once they check it, no, meaning at binasa na nila, means ang My Day ko usually dyan 3, 4, 5, dito na talaga ako nagbebenta. Now, why is that? Kasi, pag binyo na nila, ibig sabihin naiintindihan nila yung mensahe mo. Ibig sabihin na naunawaan na nila yung sinasabi mo. No, so, you have to use it, yung My Day mo, to really sell. Like, My Day is really for me selling. No? Mag-aalo ko na talaga dyan. Diba? With some statistics, so these are some of my days na nakabenta ako. Patulong sa akin makabenta. So, how to make sure na kahit na ang dami mong friends, di ba kayo nagtataka? Ba't ang dami kong friends pero parang wala pang kalahati nag-review? Bakit parang wala pang 50% nag-review? Napansin nyo ba yon? Na kahit na ang dami niyong friends, wala pang 50% nag-review? Because Facebook has this language, no, has this algorithm na hindi talaga i-flash sa lahat ng friends mo yun, no? Kasi what do you call this? Kasi hindi siya, wala kang masyadong engagement, no? So sabi ni Facebook, baka naman di talaga to friends. So kaya make sure na you have to make your presence felt and be deliberate. Make sure na lumalabas ka, no, doon sa feeds, sa feed ng news feed ng mga friends mo, no? So what I did, no, kung share ko sa inyo, na-share ko na rin to sa ilang mga discussion, I downloaded all of my Facebook friends. At tinignan ko kung sino yung mga friends ko nang sinauna pang panahon. And that's possible by going to your Facebook, going to setting. As you can see, sa screenshot na to, I went to setting. You click view Facebook information. And then it's gonna show you download your information. You click view. Once you click that, ito naman yung lalabas. Lahat ng, if you request a copy ng posts, ng photos, ng comments, ng likes and reactions mo, yung friends ko. So, kinuha ko yung friends ko. Pag-click mo dyan sa friends mo, kaya kung nakita nyo dito, I downloaded it, as you can see, lahat ng friends ko from November 29, 2008 to June 12, 2020. Kailan ko yan, so nung June 12 ko siya basically, nung kalagitnaan ng taon. No? Kaya kinuha ko siya lahat. No? At tinignan ko kung sino talaga yung mga friends ko sinauna pang panahon. No? And that helped me, balikan yung mga ano na yon. Kasi minsan nakakalimutan mo na sino ba talaga mga kaibigan ko. Di ba parang, sino ba talaga, di ba sabi magsimula sa pero sino ba talaga yung mga kaibigan ko? Parang litong-lito na. Kaya syempre usually kung sino yung mga unang taong mong inad, yung mga conversation yun, ang sarap balikan. So this helped me build that connection. Hindi mo na ako nagbenta, syempre. Di ba? Actually, hindi ko na kailangan magbenta kasi pupunta na sila sa Facebook profile. Financial advisor. Kinausap ko niya magbibenta. So automatic na yun. Pero ang gusto ko lang sabihin, kailangan ma-establish mo muna. No, because you have to make sure na nakikita nila lahat ng mga pinagsasabi mo. So you have to establish that presence. So I use this to reach out to them and understand ano ba yung resources, ano ba yung data na meron ako dito. Diba? So once you have seen them, you got them na, ano naman yung discussion? No, kanina, parang nabasa ko kanina sa chat box mo, paano ka nakikipag-usap? No, how are you going to interact? Kayo ba? Ano bang point of discussion? What do you think? Kapag kunyari nakausap nyo na, no? Sabi nga natin, mga millennial, mga ganitong mga behavior, are you focusing on the needs or the wants? Sige nga. Saan kayo mas inclined? Kunyari, pag sabi mong, okay, ano ba yung pag sabi mong insurance, ganito, or savings, no? Ano yung palaging tone ng conversation? Seriously, guys, yung totoo. Ano yung tone ng conversation yun? No? Okay. Most of us are really focusing on the needs. No? Siyempre, insurance yan. Needs yan. No? Kasi kailangan mo talaga yan. Paano kapag nagkasakit ka? Paano kapag nagkaganyan ka? Pero again, yung kinakausap nga natin, these are coming from these generations na instant, no? Na YOLO, no? Diba? Yung iba, investment. Why is that? Kasi nga, ganun yung klase ng mentality na meron sila. No? Pwede naman mag-rent. Kumbaga, yung long term is not, you know, okay. No? So I want you guys to have a different perspective. No? Na we want them. No? Kung bibili naman sila, o magkano kukuha rin sa'yo, 1,500, 1,800, no? Tinipid. Pag needs. Kaya pag sinabi mong, kailangan mo to. Pag may pera ka, usually, di ba tinitipid mo? Guys, come on, right? Kapag kailangan mo isang bagay, di ba usually tinitipid mo? Kasi para sa sarili mo, parang, you get, pero kapag needs, titipidin na lang na. Pero kapag wants, pag gustong-gusto mo, ay gagastos ka. Gagastos ka. Kaya ang daming lubog sa utang eh. Kasi bumili ng cellphone na napakamahal. No, bumili ng damit na napakamahal. Kahit na yung income niya, hindi kayang bumili nun, gumagawa siya ng paraan para bumili doon. Iba pag pinag-uusapan natin yung wants. I mean, we're willing to spend if it's want. No? Kapag pinag-uusapan natin yung want. No? Kaya naman, ang gusto natin, the discussion is all about what they want. So that they can commit to that. Kasi pag want, laban na laban yan. Di ba? Laban na laban yan kapag want. No, pero pag needs, medyo saka na lang. No, makakapaghintay pa naman. No, the discussion about insurance doesn't really change. Kausapin natin yung mga matatandang advisors. Like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, o kasi sabihin na natin mga panahon pa ng sobrang tagal-tagal na. The idea of insurance doesn't change for years. It's all about risk management. You distribute the risk. The risk, you cannot pay for it. You transfer it to a big company like True Life is going to take care of it. So that's basically the idea ng insurance. So hindi siya nagbago. But the way we talk about the delivery, yun yung nagbabago. Paano natin siya pinapackage? No? And again, we understand na sobrang bigat pa rin talaga ng wants. If we're talking about ano ba talagang want, needs. No? Now, how are we going to talk about this as a want? Kailangan nilang gustuhin. No? you know, when I talk about, pag pinag-uusapan ko sila, this is not about talking about like, ito yung kailangan mo. Magkakasakit ka. Kung paano ka kailangan mo ng pera. No? The discussion is always, ano bang gusto mong mangyari sa future mo? No? Tell me about it. Di ba? Ano ba, saan mo ba gustong gamitin yung 2 million pesos na kikitain mo dito sa Elite 15? Di ba? Pag-usapan niyo yun. Di ba? Or magkano ba yung gusto nating ipunin? No, it's about, you know, gusto ko ng bahay, gusto ko ng sasakyan, or gusto ko ng ganitong klase ng retirement. Make them dream and make them really recite that and talk about it and be detailed para nang sa gayon, ma-feel talaga nila na nandoon sila doon sa situation. Right? And from that idea na ito yung want mo, di ba? Kasi kapag nag-commit na sila doon, lalaban na talaga sila, di ba? This is something that I got from Tony Gordon. No? Umattend ako ng isang MDRT huddle noon. Ang sabi niya, you know, financial advisors are too fixated talking about the needs. No, pero yun ang problema, kaya ang liit ng mga premium. No? Kaya ako, kapag 1.5 na yan, napapa 1.8 ko pa yan, napapa 2.1 ko pa yan. No? Alam niya yan, di ba? Alam natin 2.1, napakalagang numero yan. 2.5, no? Or 3,000. Or 3,000 na plan, napapa 3.5 ko pa siya. Kasi that involves dreams. That involves their future. Not just about pag lang may nangyari sa kanila. Mas maraming pinag-uusapan dito yung itsura ng buhay nila. Di ba? You just have to really repossession your presentation. That would focus more on their want. No? Para gustuhin nila yung isang bagay and they can commit higher premium. No? Hindi yung gusto ko lang 1.8, gusto ko lang 1.5. No? They can commit higher premium para ma-push mo pa siya. Diba? Na we have to really make sure, no, na alam natin kung paano natin i-possession yan and we get the chance to speak with them. Di ba? Huwag nating i-feed and we di ba ayaw ng mga millennial, ayaw ng mga young professional na parang magulang, mag-usap. Kailangan mo to, kailangan mo yun, kailangan ganito. No? Parang, naghanap ba ako ng another nanay, another tatay? No? It should be you really helping each other to establish, no? And make that dream, yung gusto talaga nila. Hindi lang naman siya all about investment. Kasi it's part of it. Ngayon, ang pag-uusap ko palagi, the way I share this, my presentation is about making them recite, my financial building block is different. Na-share ko na to sa ilang mga discussion. Why? Because I first asked them, anong mga gusto mo? Like ganito, like in 10 years ba? Or in anong klaseng retirement ba? Ganito na siya. Sinusulat ko retirement. Nasa taas. Maraming mga boxes sa taas. It shows like parang inverted siya. Then sabi ko, kung saan naman magagaling lahat ng to? Ang sasabihin niya, syempre galing yan sa income ko. Galing yan sa kinikita ko. So, lahat ng mga pangarap mo nakabatay sa kinikita mo. Ngayon, after ko maano yung memory niya or yung visual niya, doon ako babalik sa, ano naman mga posibleng mangyari na magpapahinto ng income mo para hindi matupad yung mga pangarap mo. Doon na nagiging pag-uusap yung pagkakaroon ng income replacement fund na kailangan mong suportahan yung income mo. And that puts insurance in the picture. Social media can be our best friend or ally, or it could be your enemy. We don't have a choice on whether we do social media. The question, sabi nga, no, ni kumparing Eric, no, is how well we do it. So it's already there, diba? It doesn't restrict, if you're just coming from this background or whatnot, you could do anything, but how well do you really do it, diba? So you have to make sure na yung mga bagay kanina pag-usapan na something that you can consider, to have that effective presence online, And I want to share, this one as